Good morning, everyone. It's Monday. I've just had the best weekend. I've got to tell you, I have had the best weekend. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. For all the people with the What's Cracking's readings and the people who were sitting here with me at the very beginning. It's been a big journey and a lot's happened in the last couple of years. And I feel like there's lots more to come. I'm very excited about the future. So, firstly, thank you so much for subscribing to me. For those of you who supported me right from the beginning, thank you for your loyalty and your beautiful support. And for those who are new, welcome. And I hope you enjoy becoming a member of this amazing community of people we have here. If you are interested in personal readings, gifting, donating to the channel, then everything is in the box below. I do want to talk about the live coaching program just for a moment. I have vacancies coming up from this week into next week. The program has been tremendous success. I'm actually really excited about where some of the people really feel like they're going now. And it's only 6 weeks. I'm doing it very reduced prices and it's a kickstart. And if you're wondering, I'm a qualified life coach. I have various qualifications, but moreover, I also do counselling. And for some people, the counselling has become an integral part of the coaching. But life coaching is very much an idea of moving forward. It's not about looking back, but realizing that some people need to address some of the issues about their past before they can move forward. So that's what I work on. If you're interested in that, just click me through an email. Going live now on YouTube Wednesdays and Fridays. The time may change a little bit as it did last week. The beautiful US people have moved to daylight saving now. The British people, UK people have all moved to daylight saving now, and Australia, of course, is daylight saving. So it's sort of changed my roster a little bit. So bear with me while I get my head around that. But if you are interested in anything with me, just let me know where you're currently living so I can make sure we get the right time zone. Because it is a tad confusing, but we'll get there. All right, so YouTube and Instagram on Wednesday and Friday. Once a month on my Facebook page, I do mini reads. If you're interested in that, just whip over to the page at the Aussie Goddess, like my page, and it will have everything pinned to the top. I've talked enough. I'm going to use the Romantic Tarot for your reading. And we'll go from here. All right, I think, oh, that was a nice split, nice clean. I like a nice clean split. And look what we've got, the 9 of Cups. This is what I feel like Spirit brought me on the weekend. It was like everything was just so incredible. Everything just fell into place for me, turned a big corner. And then I get the 9 of Cups on a Monday morning. So I hope you've all experienced this incredible energy that we got from the blue moon. It is a time for many people for letting go of things, letting go of the past, building for the future, recognizing who you are, letting go of limiting beliefs, letting go of core beliefs. And I feel like somehow or another this last little energy has moved us into a very different place. I found this Mercury retrograde a little bit challenging. I haven't before, never ever worried me, but this one's been a little bit more challenging. We go out of Mercury retrograde on the 3rd of November, so things are changing there. But I know for many people this year has been a particularly difficult one, COVID aside, in terms of astrological placements. So we get the 9 of Cups on a Monday morning. I'm feeling like this is it. A lot of people now picking up their power and sort of taking this very different attitude with what lies in front of them. am I really chatty this morning? I've got all this energy. I'm like boundless. I'm going to have to keep control of myself, I think. Okay, so we have the Seven of Wands coming through. I really like the Seven of Wands after that Nine of Cups, because this says to me that you're standing firm, you're standing strong, and you're standing very, very much in your convictions. So this is very much a card of really, you know, taking a very powerful stance here and saying, this is where I am, this is what I'm doing. So it's changing something for you here as well. Three of Swords, and I feel like this should be in reverse. Oh, I like that. Let's talk about that one. The Three of Swords in the upright position sort of talks about past heartbreak, past pain. And I really feel that with a lot of the new energies coming through, people are putting aside a lot of their past stuff. They're learning that everything has its lesson, everything has its place, and they're putting everything back where it belongs. So there's a very different energy here of, you know, sort of leaving things behind you, looking only forward. And then I see this beautiful Ace of Cups, and I think it could mean that you're opening yourself up to new love. It could mean that you are realizing how much you love yourself, which is the main thing, because without self-love, you can't have that love come towards you. So there's very much this sort of feeling of new love around you here. I just want to have another look. Oh boy. Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords behind that. I love this energy, because this is really standing in your power with this Queen of Swords. Really understanding what a powerful creature you really are. For some of you here, you may have an air sign moving towards you, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. The more time goes on and the more I get into doing the readings and into this journey, the more I realize how little our sun sign really matters. Somebody said something the other day on Facebook about, do you not know what sign you are? And I was like, okay, so I've obviously said something to mislead people. I'm a Capricorn. It's funny that I've been that since I was born. That is my sun sign. And there are times when my sun sign readings don't resonate. There are times when I'm probably much more Libran. And because I have a Libra moon, that comes through very strongly. But I have a Scorpio rising. So that sort of gives rise to this energy that I often feel within me that sort of wants to really burst forth. But what is most amazing is my journey. Going from the most practical to being incredibly spiritual as I am now. So for many of you, don't just be thinking you're your sun sign, because you're not. You're a combination of many. All right, let's have a look what's going on. So we have the Hanged Man coming through. The Hanged Man talks of putting yourself in a different place or finding a different perspective, seeing things differently. This is about enlightenment and awakening. But it's something that you're actually taking the power of. So you're not doing this in sort of like a one-off spurt. And the thing is, with an awakening, it is not a one-off event. It's an unfolding of events. And it's like going through something and slowly peeling back the layers of the onion. When we go into Hanged Man mode, it's very often because something has challenged our thinking. Something's happened to make us think about something very, very differently to what we've done before. So it can be sort of like, you know, having an experience and then refocusing yourself on what you want, where you want to go, what you want in your life. But very much this change of energy with the Hanged Man. Okay. All right, so we have the Ten of Cups coming through. Of course we do. You're all after your inner joy. A Justice card, beautiful. All right, and then we have the Six of Wands. So many of you moving away from this sort of idea you've had of yourself, or this way of thinking, way of doing that you've had about yourself. A lot of you understanding end of karmic cycles here. You're bringing in this very deep happiness here. Such a beautiful energy. All right, let's keep going. I'll talk more about it. Okay, so we have the Wheel of Fortune, the cards are falling exactly as I would expect them to. Queen of Cups coming through. Okay, and the Nine of Wands. For some of you, this is definitely letting down the boundaries and the sort of gates you've had, or the walls you've had around your heart. Some of you have been held back here by karmic energy. So you may have been working on opening your heart up, opening your heart chakra, and feeling the love here, because you're coming up as the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups understands how to love. She's very generous in her love. But she also understands that in order to have a really healthy intuition, there has to be a valuable amount of self-love there to connect with your intuition in a way you need to. But many of you have built walls around yourself here. I feel like when I look at this, it just reminds me of this inner child, you know, trying to break through this sort of restriction here to finding what you want on the other side of the gate. But I think now you've taken on this energy of this Queen of Cups, you're starting to understand how to open that gate by healing. And I talked about this on the weekend because I had such an incredible session with Spirit. Sounds like an Oprah session. Okay, so we have the Hierophant coming through here. Wow, with the Two of Wands, okay. And we have here the Page of Cups. Something is opening your path here. Something is opening you up for something new. Maybe for many of you, this is about love with the Page of Cups here. So some of you have opened your heart enough now that people are starting to feel your energy. Your vibration has changed. You've lifted yourself up here with this Hanged Man. You've lifted yourself up into this new energy. I feel the universe has done a little bit of interception here. So it may have been that you were finding it difficult to see something or difficult to understand something. And I know a lot of the time we sort of look at, you know, that there is something wrong. We know that something's blocking us. We know, instinctively we know, but we can't quite work out what that is. And for some of us, that sort of, you know, going really deep inside, meditation, all those things is really helpful. Quiet time, spending time alone. And many people are scared of doing that because they are scared of facing their shadow side. But I feel like a lot of people are embracing this now, trying to understand what is holding them back from having what they need. There is some sort of offer coming through here for some of you in regards to a relationship. Could be coming from a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But there's some sort of indication here that things are starting to move forward. So for many of you, there's a change in how you're feeling and how you're seeing the world, which is encouraging other people to step forward for you now. That's why you've got the Wish card here. So if you've been working on your self-love, if you've been working on your blocks, what's been holding you back, it's very likely that someone else is feeling the change in your vibration here because they're coming towards you here. Nine of Cups energy. Okay, Seven of Wands, something that you've never given up on. You've stood fast on this. You've waited. You've been patient. Some sort of hurt and heartbreak that's come from the past here, I feel like has been resolved. You've moved this out of the way now. And there seems to be love coming forward here. There's a strong feeling, whoever this is that's coming towards you here, they're coming up as this Queen of Swords. Now, if this is the person coming towards you, what you're expecting here is an absolute truth that comes from a lot of thinking, a lot of wisdom here. Someone has really gone through their lessons and learned what they need to say, what they need to do. If this is your energy coming through here, this is wisdom you've gained from going inside, from taking on the energy of the Hanged Man. You're seeing things differently now. And because you're vibrating at the level of a queen, you're pulling towards you, people coming towards you at that level. You're not sort of vibrating at a lower frequency so people can't see you anymore. You've raised your frequency here. Beautiful energy coming through with that Queen of Swords. Alrighty, let's pull you an oracle card. All right, we may go starseed this morning. Alrighty. Whoa, okay. Being stubborn this morning, giraffe. You know, last time I said something about this card, somebody actually put a beautiful comment up for me because they knew exactly what it meant. And whoever it was, thank you so much, because sometimes I forget, you know, that we've incorporated so many words into the British language that were not really English to start with. And they've become part of what we speak about here. But this is beautiful because it's longing for home and homesick for the stars. So I'm going to read it to you. Hyrath is a Welsh word. I think it was a Welsh person that spoke to me, who wrote to me, which is just amazing. I love you guys so much. Like, doesn't matter where you are in the world, remember that I absolutely adore and love everything you write to me. Even when it's negative, even when I have to block you, I still send you love. Hyrath is a Welsh word that's difficult to translate, but it refers to a certain longing or homesickness, a yearning for home or a place to which we cannot return. This unexplainable, unshakable longing for home is common in starseeds and old souls. Perhaps you've had it since birth. For some, it's a distant memory of a planet, galaxy, or star system in the universe that their soul remembers and yearns to return to, a place they may have experienced more than Earth. For others, it's a longing for the unity of Source, a remembering of interconnected oneness. This yearning can lead some starseeds to travel, searching all corners of the planet to find a physical place that feels more like home. For others, it can manifest as a need to find home in people, communities, and relationships, a journey to find somewhere they truly belong. Oh boy, do I resonate with that. If you resonate with this yearning for home, but don't really know where home is, you're being invited to remember that your soul chose to be on Earth. You're being called to fully commit to embodying your life. You're being reassured that you didn't come here alone and that your soul consciously decided to experience what it's like to be a soul in a human body on this planet at this time. You're being called to anchor all of your presence, your personality, your soul, and your spirit in the here and now, to fully commit to living this life right now, to commit to putting 2 feet completely in. And there you go. That's everything that I've talked about. This is about just jumping in now, going for it, experiencing life. Don't let things hold you back. Have a wonderful week.